What's up? You're in the back room with Becky, and it is Happy Hump Day. And we're getting ready for tomorrow night's event, which will be the Big Goody Girls Christmas party with Kansas City's BBWs at Thickalicious Thursdays at GQ Lounge, 4551 Prospect Avenue. Well, the only Facebook groups that does something online and offline. Now you know I am chomping at the bit to tell you about the Hollywood Heathens Housewives. Because that's how they was truly acting. I couldn't believe, this was the big bachelorette party that Adrienne was upset with Lisa about. And they were all going to be in Las Vegas at the same time. And since it was Pandora's engagement party, her godfather or whatever was having something for her at Planet Hollywood. So Adrienne was kind of, girl, you hurt my feelings. Oh, I needed that money. At least I needed that advertising. I wouldn't mind comping you too. I would have comped you for that airtime. Dang, girl. So the camera time was going to be split if they both in Las Vegas. And Lisa gave the bigger show because they went to see the Chippendales, okay? They know that their audience is mainly female out here. And if you're my gay sisters, what's up, girls? You better work. Listen, Lisa lost her damn mind down there in Las Vegas. And she asked her daughter, "What are you embarrassed?" And she was like, "Mommy, you're having a good time." And I know she said to herself, note to self, do not come to Las Vegas with your mother again to see the Chippendales. And I'm going to go back and tell you about the crying spell in the boutique and all of that. But let's get on this. Lisa, who is like the grand madame of the group, the most mature, the adult children, the most established, been with her husband the longest. Okay, she got him in control. Anyway, Lisa is at the party. She always... I want to ask y'all something. Do y'all think Lisa done had a little tush work back there? I promise you that is some ass on an English white girl. I'm not playing. I know she likes to eat and she likes her wine and stuff. But that chick, she got hips and ass. So I was like, okay, you work that chemise thin girl. You do your thing. She always wears a little fitted in the waist, to accentuate her waist, push them boobies up. She got a daughter getting married, so she ain't no young chick. But Lisa was giving them a run for their money. When they got on that stage to do that contest with the lap dancing, she didn't want to see her daughter, so Taylor jumped up to... Y'all, Taylor was at the party. It was Taylor's birthday. And they was trying to show her how to have a good time. That big old mouth opened up at one segment, and I thought she was going to swallow the camera. It was just like for a minute, like an eclipse just blocked the sun. And I was like, ooh, close your mouth. Do you advertise for a new husband? No, go ahead, keep laughing. Let them see how wide and all that stuff. She was a little on the ridiculous side. They drank a lot. And so when it came time for this contest, they called Pandora, they called Taylor, and they called Lisa up on stage. Pandora did a little stiff little, I don't want my mom to know how I really get down, kind of, just enough for her to not be ashamed, and say, oh, have you taught your daughter nothing about the moving of the hips? That's how you keep a man. She did all right, and then she sat down. When it came to Taylor, she looked like she was scared to do anything, so she just sat down in the man's lap, and he basically gave her the ride, I'm just saying, Taylor, come on. If that's the best you can do, the man leaving you anyway, you leaving him, you better get some practice. She was good enough to stay on the stage and smile, but she knew she had to hurry up and sit down and cross the big old long giraffe legs and neck and sit down and try to pretend she was having a good time. But Lisa got all into it. I mean, she was... Y'all know how Camille did, because they was flashing back and forth between the two of them. Camille is over there dancing every bit like an exotic dancer. You just waiting for somebody to make it rain, right? Okay, she dancing with the Brittany, the freak. Okay, Brandy, the freak that wanted them to have a blowjob lesson for a girl's party. I know, right? I'm like, how was you gonna do that? Anyway, it was bananas. Yes, it was bananas. These two chicks, now neither one of them have come out and said either way what their persuasion is. It ain't my business. But they were dry humping on the floor. Yes, Camille and Brandy. And Camille seems to be a little bit smitten with Brandy. She says she's fun, she's her own person, and she says what she thinks and she makes no apologies about it. Well, that's good sometimes, and sometimes it's not so good. Because somebody gonna whoop Brandy before this show is over with. Okay, so then we go back, and now it's the sisters. Kim and Kyle run up and now, what's the chances of that? I think she said, have your people call my people. I don't want to look like I'm reaching out, but really I am. So they bump into each other in this boutique. And you can hear Kim under her breath saying, I don't want to talk to her. And it was Mauricio's mother. Now, I just think anybody that can really read Kim right now, she's staying away from him. She gets to talking about how the only one happy about her in this new relationship amongst her children is her son. And then she just breaks down. I'm talking sobbing, get ready to take a nap like you done got your ass whooped crying. That whole thing. I mean, involuntary body spasm. And she lay over in her sister's lap and just cried like that for a minute. I was like, take the camera off of her. Ooh, wait. Y'all sold to the devil. You gonna give up a relationship or a husband or a friendship, something on these reality shows. I'm like, I just don't believe that you can pander to the prurient interest without doing some spiritual harm to yourself. Because if they say, put all your business out there, we done seen girls fighting with thongs on, and you got your head turned up at Jerry Springer show, but the Basketball Wives and some of those other wives shows is not much different, except they wear better clothes. Shut up. Is NeNe getting on your nerve with all this name dropping? Why do you want to be a billboard for somebody else? Don't do that. Don't do that, NeNe. You deserve to wear those clothes. Yes, you do. And you stylish in and of yourself. But all this, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. And if you don't stop, karma gonna come back and bite you on the ass. And at the end of the year, you're gonna be looking like the asshole. I don't want you to look like the asshole, NeNe. I want you to be victorious. Don't be a victim like some of them heifers. Okay? Sheree, miserable mention 2 times in 1 week, girl. What is wrong with you? She's going on and on about this money this man owes her, and he done countersued and got you held in contempt, and you rolling up to your attorney's house in a Porsche. That's all right, Red. You can let him know you here. That's right. I got a witness in a Porsche. Now, we saw you with the Aston Martin last year. Racing a BMW with an Aston Martin. That's why God took it from you. You don't have sense enough to know how to act like you done had something, Sheree. For real now. And you got mama backing you. God bless her. She probably just idolized you. Because y'all start talking about people on these shows that say they're not attractive and stuff. I'm sorry. And you can come look for me if you want to. Who gonna check me, boo? Sheree, you need to get a stylist on your mama real quick if she gonna be on camera. Because both of y'all looking kind of mannish right now. And then you don't act like you don't know how to dress. You don't walk up in no Atlanta, Georgia courthouse with no designer purses worth, like she said, you can buy a car with that. It's this extravagance is what's going to kill reality TV. Because if we get broker out here, we ain't going to want to be hearing that shit. For real. In the real world. Those of us that are struggling to make the house note and the car note and feed the kids and still have Christmas, looking at you, spending money you don't have, when this country needs to be learning right now, if anything, invest your money into something that's going to become an income-producing situation. You is just what you acting like, a gold digger. And you having a tantrum because you ain't going to get your way. That's karma. That's why you're going to lose the case. And if I was you, straighten up and fly right, little color girl. Because you're going to run into the barbed wire like that. For real. It's not going to be nice. You won't be back next season. I bet you won't. Your children are already showing signs of distress. Your son's already introvert. Your daughter, the baby girl, we don't see her anymore. Y'all better be paying attention out there. I told you, want to find out what's wrong with the household? Look at the children. Look at the children. Was that just the cutest baby? I could have just ate him up on a cracker. Kim and Corey's baby. That was cute. But I told her she was going to be back cussing and all that stuff. She's a little hard on the older girl, Brielle. And if she don't watch out, her and Brielle going to be having babies together. I'm just saying. You need to pull her in just a little bit. Don't get so caught up in this baby boy. And, yelling at the child, talking, I'll sneeze on him. He'll sneeze on him, get his immune system working. He going to get around germs anyway. When he left that hospital, that was it. It's on you. You don't drink nothing, don't smoke nothing, and maybe he'll be all right. Stop with that negative energy. And pay attention to the other kids and that dog, because that dog was supposed to jack your carpet. The dog was like, oh, you don't notice me. Oh, you got a new baby? Psh, peed on the floor. I said, she ain't done. That's how the pedigree dogs, they give me a good old mutt. Because when I tell you, better not mess up my rug. Ghetto dogs know you ain't playing. This little dog peed in the middle of the bedroom floor, then crapped in the kitchen, might as well say, under the dining room table. You would have been so much fodder for the adoption meal. Sorry, we don't do misbehaving children and misbehaving dogs. They won't last around Emma McFarland's room. Mom said that there was a reason why Kim was so broken down, besides the fact this relationship is not cracking up to be what she said. And Mother said that man didn't fit, and the family looked at him and said, he's not that attractive, and he looked like a truck driver. It's something about him. We finna find out. And I don't have a lot of time, but I just want to say I feel sorry for Kim. I hope she ain't mixing and mingling these drugs, and then in a stressful environment, living with somebody for the first time of the opposite sex in many years. Your children are upset. Your sister upset. Sometimes we have to pay attention to the people that know us the best. They might see something you don't see. So, NeNe, get your ass somewhere and sit down. Peace and love. You're in the back room with Becky, as always, for the people.